An Amazon cloud issue is taking popular websites offline.
UNT's homecoming win sets the Mean Green on a path to a bowl game.
And nationwide protests come to the Denton Square.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is NTTV Nightly News.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us on NTTV Nightly News. I'm Aaron Erie.
And I'm Alexandria Teeters. Millions of people woke up this morning to find hundreds of online services and platforms suffering from a widespread outage. Venmo, Facebook, Snapchat, Prime Video, and Amazon's cloud computing were some of the services largely affected. This outage even spread to the airline industry, with Delta and United reporting disruptions for their systems. The outage is said to have only lasted 3 hours, but here in Denton, a number of UNT systems are still having trouble getting back online. One of those is the UNT Academic Canvas system, which is offline for the time being.
A deadline today for a handful of universities with political and economic consequences. At the beginning of October, the Trump administration told 9 universities to change a number of their policies to fall in line with the Trump political agenda. At issue, treatment of transgender people, freezing tuition, limiting international student enrollment, requiring standardized testing, and other areas. In exchange, the federal government would provide them with continued significant research projects. 9 schools were targeted, including the University of Texas. Tonight, 6 of those universities have rejected signing any document agreeing to those guidelines. The University of Texas has not responded either way at this time.
Aaron, I feel like it's finally starting to feel like fall outside, and I could not be happier.
Well, Alexandria, I got my sweater out for the first time. It's finally sweater weather, and I hope that stays around this time. We'll send it on over to our weather anchor, Nick Stocklosa, who can give us a first look. Nick?
Thanks, Aaron. Right now it is 88 degrees. It feels a little bit hotter, but we do have some strong winds coming in from the southwest that should make it feel a little bit nicer. Now, after the sun sets tonight, we do see an increase of our wind, and we see a significant drop in temperature. Tonight, we are seeing 50-degree weather again, following the drop we saw this weekend after the thunderstorms that came through. Not only that, this is the latest that these temperatures have appeared in North Texas, beating the previous record on October 16th in 2007. But now let's take a look at tomorrow's forecast. We'll see things heat right back up to around 78. It'll feel a little bit warmer, but that's not too bad. And the wind speed will be 13 miles per hour. But weather is not all I have for you today, because moving on from the weather, we have those thunderstorms over the weekend were not the last of the showers for us, because tonight we're getting another. The Orionid meteor shower will be passing over us tonight. The peak of the shower will be at 8 p.m., although your best bet to view it will probably be closer to 10 p.m. tonight. But if you don't have a chance to see the light show tonight, don't worry, because it's not just tonight, and the shower will stay visible for the next few days. I'll be back later in the newscast with your full weather report. Until then, back to the desk.
Thanks, Nick. Did you go to the homecoming game over the weekend?
I did, Alexandria, and what a great game it was between UNT and UTSA.
I know. The Mean Green claimed revenge by beating UTSA 55-17, making them bowl eligible. That's the fastest UNT has scored a bid since 2018.
And on the heels of this morning, the UNT's Board of Regents moved to extend Coach Eric Morris's contract after his 6-1 start. Now the athletics department has the ability to finalize the deal discussed this morning. Currently, Coach Morris makes $950,000 per year and has already agreed to an extension until 2029.
Well, I'm glad we're showing some support for the coach of our Mean Green team. After all, we've been killing it lately.
And what a great win over homecoming. I mean, that bonfire was truly great.
Our anchor, Alexander Sevier, actually went to it Thursday. Let's see how that went. Alexander?
Let's take a look.
This is the nation's largest man-made pellet bonfire, and it belongs here at UNT. Last week was our homecoming week, and this is easily a highlight from it. This huge event is a way to get our students riled up and ready for a big homecoming game, and it builds community through a fun activity for everyone. Students come to dance, see the enormous bonfire, and have the time of their lives.
Just seeing everyone decked out in school spirit, wearing their mean green, it's really fun to see everyone dress up and support a team. I love the fireworks. I think it's really a surprise every year, even though I know it's coming. Yeah, it's fun every year.
So much work from our homecoming crew goes into making this event and the whole week happen.
So as a homecoming president, I, oversee our 6 coordinators, like our Scrappy Games, service coordinators, marketing. The talents are working endlessly to create the largest bonfire in the state of Texas. We're talking to PD to block off the March for Spirit March, talking to the band, cheer, and all those people to come outside and perform for us.
Listen to what Scrappy has to say about the night. Very insightful. As the night wraps up, UNT was ready to win our homecoming game. With that, this is Alexander with NTTV News. If you want to get involved next year, the 2026 Homecoming Crew application will open in January. Now that's all I have for you. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks, Alexander. Early voting starts today in Texas. What you need to know as you head to the ballot box.
And the investigation continues for jewels stolen from the Louvre. We'll be right back.
Craving something fresh, flavorful, and made just for you? Look no further than Avesta, your go-to destination for a delicious, full-service dining experience. Dive into our customizable omelets, expertly crafted by our talented cook Jonathan, who guarantees every bite is perfection. All our dishes are handmade, prepared with only the freshest ingredients. Explore our assembly line where you can choose from any of our globally inspired dishes or customize your plate. It's that easy. And let's not forget dessert. Indulge your sweet tooth with treats from Clark Bakery. With convenient payment methods including card or flex, it's the perfect dining spot for any occasion. Quench your thirst with our wide selection of drinks. Just hand your drinking card to our friendly waiter, and they'll bring your beverage of choice right to your table. When you're done savoring every last bite, our attentive staff will whisk away your tray. Enjoy the peaceful ambiance as you dine in, or use our takeout option for a meal on the go. Avesta.
For the second time in several months, millions of Americans participated in the nationwide No Kings rallies, protesting the current Trump administration. The events occurred at more than 2,700 sites across 50 states, and our reporter Marcella Flores has more on the Denton protest. Marcella?
Thank you, Aaron. That's right. I attended the No Kings protest, one of many happening across North Texas. Despite the weather, hundreds turned out.
Millions gathered across the country on October 18th for a nationwide day of protest. The No Kings protest took place in several North Texas cities, including Denton. Volunteers of Indivisible Denton hosted the event, advocating for a peaceful demonstration, welcoming anyone who wants to participate to do so. One of many volunteer organizers of Indivisible Denton, Sharon Kramer, told me she believes in a democracy on the values of equality, truth, kindness, and integrity.
We know firmly there are more people that believe in diversity, respect, courtesy, the First Amendment. There are more people that believe in that than want to swing with an authoritarian.
I spoke to protesters to know why they decided to participate.
Not only my biological children, but all of the kids that I teach, and they deserve better.
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine, trans rights are human rights, screw ICE.
The fact that Project 2025 has been like 60% enacted, even though Trump had nothing to do with it.
I feel like Americans' rights all over the country are being infringed on.
This is just not how America should be. This is not a democracy. It's turned into a fascist, anarchy government right now. This is not what we need, you know?
And please release the Epstein files, because why are we protecting pedophiles?
Yeah, release the Epstein files.
We are now an hour into the protest, and protesters are still gathering around the streets, holding up signs, There was dancing, there was singing, a bit of rain, but that doesn't really seem to be hurting anybody's spirit. Denton's march remained energetic and peaceful, with community being an overwhelming takeaway as uncertainty throughout the country continues.
According to the No Kings website, 7 million people participated. That's over 2 million more than the estimated amount that attended the first No Kings protest back in June. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Marcella. Early voting starts today, but what does this mean for Texans? Voters will decide on 17 proposed changes to the Texas Constitution that will likely impact you or someone you know. If you're eligible to vote, you could support amendments that would cut property taxes, codify the rights of parents, fund long-term projects, and expand on who can be denied bail. This is just a handful of proposals out of the many. The constitutional amendment ballot will be the longest voters have seen in a single election since 2003, according to the Texas Secretary of State's office. The amendments need more than 50% of voters to be added to the Constitution. Stay tuned for more updates on early voting.
If the federal government shutdown continues, over 3.5 million Texans could see their food assistance program halted. The state began notifying SNAP recipients last Friday that their benefits will go away in November if the government doesn't open by October 28th. In Texas, that equates to over $6 million in food assistance. Out of those who are impacted, roughly 1.7 million are children. As the shutdown continues, both parties are placing blame on the other.
Alexandria, despite all of these economic struggles, we were talking about one bright spot.
That's true. Reports show that gas prices are projected to drop for the first time in years. More on the story, our reporter Katie Muncie is live to tell about how your gas tank will be affected. Katie?
Thanks, guys. If you're a commuter, then I have some great news for you. Gas prices are finally going down. According to AAA, the national gas prices are expected to hit the $3 mark for the first time in 4 years. This past week, the national average declined 5 cents a gallon. AAA says that several factors are behind this drop. That includes lower demand, falling crude oil, and cheaper winter blend at the pump. The current national average is $3.05. The average for Dallas is $2.51. You can find the top 10 cheapest gas stations on the AAA website. This includes Phillips 66 in Louisville at $2.33, Murphy's Express and Crossroads at $2.33, Market Street in Frisco at $2.29, and at our #1 spot is Walmart in Frisco at $2.25. That's all I have for right now. With NTTV Nightly News, I'm Katie Muncie.
Thanks, Katie. It seems like these lower gas prices have inspired some other things to drop, like the temperature.
Aaron, I think you're right, but let's have our weather anchor, Nick Stocklosa, confirm that theory. Nick?
Thanks, Alex. Today, our North Texas neighbors are seeing a little bit of heat. Graham out here has the worst at 93, but everyone else is sitting pretty below 90. And Paris is our winner today at our lowest temperature of 85. But now if we zoom out and take a look at our entire state map, we see much more variation in the temperature. We do have our chillest neighbor out east here in Shreveport, where it's 81 degrees. And on the opposite side, Abilene is sweating it out here at 94. And now I'll bring you the 7-day forecast. We are looking at another week of showers. Starting Friday, we can expect some thunderstorms to roll in and stay till Saturday. There's a small chance we see some rain leading up to the storm on Thursday, and again on Monday after the storm has passed. Aside from the thunderstorm, we can also see that our temperatures are pretty consistent. We have 81-degree temperatures leading up to the storm, and that storm will drop our temperatures down to 73, but our 81 will come right back on Sunday, and then it'll be up to 83 again on Monday. That's everything I have for you today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Nick. It's a historic heist right out of the movies. Over the weekend, jewel thieves stole many artifacts from Paris's Louvre Museum, including crown jewels from Napoleon. Our segment anchor, Micah Talley, has more on the story. Micah?
Thanks, guys. The Louvre Museum announced that it's remaining closed due to a continued investigation regarding the theft of historic jewelry. The stolen jewelry includes necklaces, earrings, and headpieces worn by several queens. Experts say the chances of recovering the jewels get smaller as more time passes. CNN reporter Ivan Rodriguez has more on the story.
In what appeared to be a professional heist, robbers used a truck-mounted ladder to gain access to the Apollo Gallery, one of the most ornate rooms in the Louvre Museum. They made off with artifacts from the French crown jewels that date back to the Napoleonic era.
Well, I think it's the heist of the decade.
Art recovery expert Arthur Brand says Napoleon's crown jewels are too hot for the robbers to sell as they are. He believes they'll likely dismantle them.
There is gold in it, silver in it, diamonds in it. You can melt down the gold, you can melt down the silver, you can cut the jewels, and if you sell them separately, there is no lead to this theft.
New video shows police examining the window thieves entered the museum through, as well as the blowtorch and angle grinder found at the scene. Among the items taken was a diamond and sapphire jewelry set, including a tiara and necklace. Experts say that the chances of recovering the jewels get smaller and smaller as more time passes.
I think that the moral of the French people are going to be totally broken by this new episode from a very, very bad Netflix film.
The robbery took only 7 minutes, with the suspects fleeing on motorcycles, according to officials.
They should have security much better than this. People shouldn't be able to just drive up with a vehicle and climb into a window.
One of the most high-profile robberies at the Louvre was Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, which was stolen off the museum's wall in August of 1911. I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
French police are working hard to recover the jewels as the investigation continues. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Micah. Instagram has new regulations for artificial intelligence chatbots.
And a look at how music might offer some pain relief. Stay tuned.
This ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
A new study out of the Center of Democracy and Technology states that 1 in 5 of high school students have had a relationship with an AI chatbot or know someone who has. With growing concerns about teenagers' mental health, Instagram has rolled out new safety features for the app. These new features will allow parents to block children from having conversations with chatbots, along with being sent summaries of any text chains. Instagram will also restrict chatbots' conversations on the topics of self-harm, sexual topics, and eating disorders, following Instagram drawing scrutiny due to its chatbots engaging in sexual conversations with some underage accounts. These chatbots have even driven some children to suicide, with multiple lawsuits having been filed against character AI groups. Meta says that its new safety features will allow teens to use AI in a way that provides benefits, with guardrails and oversight put in place.
Well, Alexandria, I do have to ask, what's your favorite kind of music, favorite genre maybe?
You might not have guessed this, but I am a heavy metal fan.
Well, did you know that your music choice could lessen pain? Our live anchor Alex Schwartz has more.
Thanks, Aaron. New research from the University of California, San Diego is showing how music could help better manage your pain. While researchers are not saying that it will fix your pain, a new study is suggesting that listening to music can reduce the perception of pain so a person could tolerate the pain easier. The exact reason is unclear, but it may be because familiar songs activate more memories and emotions. A study also suggests that daily attentive listening could reduce chronic pain. There was no specific genre of music that helped reduce discomfort. But as people listened to their favorite music, the more they were able to handle the pain. So next time you're banged up from an injury, make sure to turn in your favorite tunes. It may just be able to help you. With NTTV, I'm Alex Schwartz. Back to y'all in the studio.
Thanks, Alexander. Another form of entertainment is taking over Gen Z in America. It's called anime. eMarketer says that approximately 40% of Gen Zers watch anime on a regular basis. NTTV's Renee Ramirez has the story of UNT's anime club.
From niche to normal, anime has become increasingly popular. Who deserves the credit? Gen Zers like Charles Pabin certainly do.
I think what makes anime itself popular with Gen Z is it's a lot of relatable content. It's just a different form of storytelling from what we get from Western media. And it's just nice to be able to have I don't want to say refreshing, but a different view of how to tell stories and go about creating things.
As of 2024, the anime industry has been valued at $34.2 billion, with North America being the fastest growing market. UNT's Anime Club president, Gabriel Houston, speaks more on why this is.
There's no shame or restraint in a lot of, I would say, Japanese popular art that I think draws in a lot of people from all over the world. The internet has allowed us to essentially access these different means of entertainment that is like outside of the legacy of animated entertainment that we've had for the past century.
Here at UNT, Mu Epsilon Kappa Alpha, better known as the Anime Club, gathers every week to celebrate the cultural phenomenon.
Is God of everything, but she doesn't know it. But the intro gives away what the Philosopher's Stone is.
Anime has this this supreme sincerity. It's sincerity to it, and it allows itself to indulge. It allows itself to be real with you and to I guess show that rawness and just show that talent to the world.
For Gen Z, anime is more than just a trend. At UNT, this passion has found a shared home on campus. For NTTV News, I'm Renee Ramirez.
Alexandria, did you get to go to the homecoming game?
Unfortunately, I couldn't make it this time, but I was watching the score, and I'm so glad we could bounce back this game.
Me too, and I know that our sports anchor Jordan Lindsay has more exciting news on the sports world. Jordan?
Thanks, guys. UNT football bounced back this past weekend against UTSA. I'll have the news after the break.
Looking to open a free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DatQ Credit Union right here on campus. Get your Mean Green debit card instantly or apply for a DatQ Visa credit card today. Your school, your card. Plus, make deposits at their 24/7 ATM, checks or cash whenever you need it. Make sure to sign up for DatQ's online banking platform and mobile app for easy access anytime, anywhere. Visit them at www.datq.org to learn more. DatQ, the official financial institution of UNT Athletics.
The Mean Green football team won on homecoming weekend against the UTSA Roadrunners. UNT started out scoring 17 points in the first quarter and 45 by the end of the third. Quarterback Drew Mestamaker threw for 277 yards and 4 touchdowns, with North Texas beating the Roadrunners 55-17. Now the Mean Green will head on the road to face Charlotte this Saturday. The Dallas Cowboys welcomed the Washington Commanders on yesterday afternoon. Dallas was able to turn things around and score 44 points to Washington's 22. Wide receiver CeeDee Lamb played his first game back from injury and caught 5 passes for 110 yards and a touchdown. The defense also made their presence known by forcing 1 fumble and an interception by quarterback DeRon Bland, returned for a touchdown. Dallas will now head to Denver and face the Broncos, who are coming off one of the most historic comebacks in NFL history. While the football teams won, the Dallas Stars took their second loss of the season to the St. Louis Blues. In the first period, both teams went head-to-head until St. Louis scored 2 goals in the second period. The Stars tried to make a comeback in the third period, scoring 1 of their own. But the Blues scored to keep the game out of reach, 3-1. Tomorrow, Dallas will play the Columbus Blue Jackets at 7 p.m. The game of golf just got a Halloween twist with a spooky sporting event taking place right here in Denton.
Here at North Lakes Recreation Center, people of the Denton community gathered on Friday night to compete in golf, but in the dark. This is one of the many events taking place during the 31 Days of Denton.
We had an idea a couple years ago of doing a glow golf event, and so we kind of tested it out. And with Denton doing our big Halloween event, we really wanted to be a participant in it. So we decided last year to set up a glow golf out here at the putting green, just to kind of bring awareness to the community and make a fun and sociable golf experience for everyone who's maybe never experienced before.
This is the second year the golf event occurred, and it brings more people every time. turning the green golf course into a glowing field full of fun.
Man, 31 days of Halloween here in Denton, and this is just a really awesome, fun, free event for the family. Get to play some, glow-in-the-dark golf. It's awesome. I'm also a really big Halloween dude. I'm not gonna lie. I've got all the decorations in my yard. I'm the weird dude who puts them up in September. So I go all out, but yeah, man, we're totally into it.
This is one of many events that North Lakes Rec plan on hosting in the future.
We're hoping, with all the turnout that we've had tonight, we're hoping to do this at least a couple times a year. Using those small windows that we have of nighttime out here at the range.
I had a great time at the glowing golf course, and I could say that I was pretty spooked myself. For more community sporting events, visit the website www.discoverdenton.com. That's all I have for sports. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Jordan. When you think of winning a prize, maybe it's at a carnival game or a raffle.
Well, Alexandria, a Wisconsin boy has just won first prize for his haircut. A champion has been crowned in a mullet competition, and the boy received thousands of dollars for winning. And the competition said he kept it all in business in the front, but a full party in the back.
Well, Aaron, I think you might look great in a mullet. You might have to enter this competition soon.
Well, I know one person that would disagree with you, and that is my mother. I also kind of disagree with you, but who knew mullets could make an impact on a community like that? I will not be growing my hair out like that anytime soon, but we'll see what happens in the future. Thanks for watching NTTV Nightly News.
Join us again tomorrow at noon and tomorrow evening at 6 here on North Texas Television.